Any moment from now is going to happen. Morocco are beginning to panic. Right now they need a mechanic, so this team will not be sinking like Titanic. The final whistle has been blown! Mission X is complete! Nigeria Super Falcons have come from 2-0 down to beat Morocco by 3 goals to 2. Esau Koronkwo Ijami Lucy and also the brilliance of Echegini has given Nigeria a fantastic story. Has enjoyed a moment of glory. A team in a different category. Full-time in Rabat. Nigeria 3, the Super Falcons are champions of Africa for the 10th time. Amazing stuff. Shout out to every doubting Thomas. We're famous. No one can blame us. Yes. Congratulations. Yes. Come on. Get down here.
Good. Always nice to be back and see the staff, meet the players. Always with a smile on the face and one good training so far and one good friendly game. I mean, we had a short training, so maybe not potential so much from that one, but we played a good game, 2 times 35 minutes against a good team in England, and we did well. We rotated the squad. Everybody played a little bit at least, so that was fun to see all of the players, and I'm happy to have this opportunity as a coach to use the whole squad. I mean, it's you always as a head coach need to keep an eye on them and see them in their club team if possible, of course. And they're all in different situations. Some of them are playing 90 minutes week by week, and some they are not doing it, of course. But the good things, like when they are coming back, they always comes back with a good energy. It looks like they are having a good time. They enjoy to be together. They believe in themselves and to this group. So I think no matter what, they come back with full energy. Yeah, I went to Switzerland to watch her. I watched her on videos before that as well. It's a good player, a player with experience, fast player, good with the ball, powerful. And even if she only have been here for a couple of days, it looks like she fit into the group, both on and off the pitch. So I'm looking forward to see more from her. We're really jumping in the deep water and see if we can swim against the best team in the world. I mean, it's going to be a really tough one. We need to understand that. But we also know that we have some qualities. Of course, we are maybe not top 5 in the world yet. Okay, so. But we need to challenge ourselves, and games like this, potentially the most difficult game in the whole world right now, away against England. I mean, it's they will challenge us for sure, and we're going to see how good we are, but also what we need to do better to jump when it comes to the FIFA ranking and to make sure to be one of the best teams in Africa to start with.
Got this. She steps up. She takes it. It's saved! Morocco will face Nigeria in the final of WAFCON 2024 in 2025. They have beaten Ghana 4-2 on penalties after 1-1 at the end of regulation time and extra time. And the stage is set for a final involving North Africa and West Africa.
It's been good. I mean, we talked earlier about how much CAF and a lot of those at the admin level would want a final Nigeria-Morocco just for the audience. You can imagine how packed the stadium will be at the final when Nigeria take on Morocco. Nigeria going for Mission X.
So it's going to be the host nation getting to back finals. In 2022 they lost to South Africa. In 2025 they're up against the most successful women's national team on the continent, Nigeria. And that will be some massive game to come.
nice to be back and see the staff, meet the players, always with a smile on the face, and have been one good training so far and one good friendly game. I mean, we had a short training, so maybe not potential so much from that one, but we played a good game, 2 times 35 minutes against a good team in England, and we did well. We rotated the squad. Everybody played a little bit at least, so that was fun to see all of the players, and I'm happy to have this opportunity as a coach to use the whole squad. I mean, it's you always as a head coach need to keep an eye on them and see them in their club team if possible, of course. And they're all in different situations. Some of them are playing 90 minutes week by week, and some they are not doing it, of course. But the good things, like when they are coming back, they always comes back with a good energy. It looks like they are having a good time. They enjoy to be together. They believe in themselves and to this group. So I think no matter what, they come back with full energy. Yeah, I went to Switzerland to watch her. I watched her on videos before that as well. It's a good player, a player with experience, fast player, good with the ball, powerful. And even if she only have been here for a couple of days, it looks like she fit into the group, both on and off the pitch. So I'm looking forward to see more from her. We're really jumping in the deep water and see if we can swim against the best team in the world. I mean, it's going to be a really tough one. We need to understand that, but we also know that we have some qualities. Of course, we are maybe not top 5 in the world yet. Okay, so. But we need to challenge ourselves, and games like this, potentially the most difficult game in the whole world right now, away against England. I mean, it's they will challenge us for sure, and we're gonna see how good we are, but also what we need to do better to jump when it comes to the FIFA ranking, and to make sure to be one of the best teams in Africa to start with.
Any moment from now is going to happen. Morocco are beginning to panic. Right now they need a mechanic, so this team will not be sinking like Titanic. The final whistle has been blown! Mission X is complete. Nigeria Super Falcons have come from 2-0 down to beat Morocco by 3 goals to 2. Estelle Koronkwo, Ijami Lucy, and also the brilliance of Echegini has given Nigeria a fantastic story. Has enjoyed a moment of glory. A team in a different category. Full-time in Rabat. Morocco 2, Nigeria 3. The Super Falcons are champions of Africa for the 3rd time. Amazing stuff. Shout out to every doubting Thomas. We're famous. No one can blame us. Yes. Congratulations. Yes. Come on. Get down, Score this. She steps up. She takes it. She is saved. Morocco will face Nigeria in the final of WAFCON 2024 in 2025. They have beaten Ghana 4-2 on penalties after 1-1 at the end of regulation time and extra time. For a final involving North Africa and West Africa.
It's been good. I mean, we talked earlier about how much CAF and a lot of those at the admin level would want a final Nigeria-Morocco just for the audience. You can imagine how packed the stadium will be at the final when Nigeria take on Morocco. Nigeria going for Mission X.
So it's going to be the host nation getting to back-to-back WAFCON finals. In 2022, they lost to South Africa. In 2025, they're up against the most successful women's national team on the continent, Nigeria. That will be some massive game to come.
Really good. Always nice to be back and see the staff, meet the players. Always with a smile on the face, and have been one good training so far and one good friendly game. I mean, we had a short training, so maybe not potential so much from that one, but we played a good game, 2 times 35 minutes against a good team in England, and we did well. We rotated the squad. Everybody played a little bit at least, so that was fun to see all of the players. And I'm happy to have this opportunity as a coach to use the whole squad. I mean, it's you always as a head coach need to keep an eye on them and see them in their club team if possible, of course. And they're all in different situations. Some of them are playing 90 minutes week by week, and some they are not doing it, of course. But the good things, like when they are coming back, they always comes back with a good energy. It looks like they are having a good time. They enjoy to be together. They believe in themselves and to this group. So I think no matter what, they come back with full energy. Yeah, I went to Switzerland to watch her. I watched her on videos before. It's a good player, a player with experience, fast player, good with the ball, powerful. And even if she only have been here for a couple of days, it looks like she fit into the group, both on and off the pitch. So I'm looking forward to see more from her. We're really jumping in the deep water and see if we can swim against the best team in the world. I mean, it's going to be a really tough one. We need to understand that. But we also know that we have some qualities. Of course, we are maybe not top 5 in the world yet. Okay, so. But we need to challenge ourselves, and games like this, potentially the most difficult game in the whole world right now, away against England. I mean, it's they will challenge us for sure, and we're gonna see how good we are, but also what we need to do better to jump when it comes to the FIFA ranking, and to make sure to be one of the best teams in Africa to start with.
Any moment from now is going to happen. Morocco are beginning to panic. Right now they need a mechanic, so this team will not be sinking like Titanic. The final whistle has been blown! Mission X is complete! Nigeria Super Falcons have come from 2-0 down to 3 goals to 2. Esau Koronkwo Ijami Lucy, and also the brilliance of Echegini has given Nigeria a fantastic story. Has enjoyed a moment of glory. A team in a different category. Full-time in Rabat. Morocco 2, Nigeria 3. The Super Falcons are champions of Africa for the 10th time. Amazing stuff. Shout out to every doubting Thomas. We're famous. No one can blame us. Yes. Congratulations. Yes. Come on. Get down, This. She steps up. She takes it. It's saved. Morocco will face Nigeria in the final of WAFCON 2024 in 2025. They have beaten Ghana 4-2 on penalties after 1-1 at the end of regulation time and extra time. And the stage is set for a final involving Nigeria and West Africa.
It's been good. I mean, we talked earlier about how much CAF and a lot of those at the admin level would want a final Nigeria-Morocco just for the audience. You can imagine how packed the stadium will be at the final when Nigeria take on Morocco. Nigeria going for Mission X.
So it's going to be the host nation getting to back-to-back WAFCON finals. In 2022, they lost to South Africa. In 2025, they're up against the most successful women's national team on the continent, Nigeria. And that will be some massive game to come. Any moment from now is going to happen. Morocco are beginning to panic. Right now they need a mechanic, so this team will not be sinking like Titanic. The final whistle has been blown! Mission X is complete! Nigeria Super Falcons have come from 2-0 down to beat Morocco by 3 goals to 2. Esau Koronkwo Ijami Lucy, and also the brilliance of Echegini has given Nigeria a fantastic story. Has enjoyed a moment of glory. A team in a different category. Full-time in Rabat. Morocco 2, Nigeria 3. The Super Falcons are champions of Africa for a third time. Amazing stuff. Shout out to every doubting Thomas. We're famous. No one can blame us.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yes. Come on. Get down here.
DRC will be representing us at the Intercontinental Playoffs in Mexico in March 2026. Now it's time to focus on the ladies. The Black Queens of Ghana, third best women's national team in Africa based on their performance in WAFCON 2024 that took place in 2025. And England, who have stood out as the very best in the European continent, as the case is in European competition. That's enough to show that this is a big game, which is why we're here, Dr. George. Third best in Africa versus best from Europe.
Yeah, it is a big game. The Black Queen,
yes, sir,
of Ghana had a very, 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 very decent showing at the last WAFCON. I remember in that competition, I rooted for them to get to the latter stages, and they were just this close to getting into the final. In fact, in the third place, defeated
South Africa,
quality side like South Africa. So this is a side that is on the rise. There is a resurgence in that side. We know that the Black Queens, over time, we're not what they used to be in the early 2000s, where they used to challenge the likes of Cameroon and Nigeria for WAFCON titles. But now with the foreign coach there, and with this new side perfect blend of youth and experience. They seem to be getting their acts together. And what better way to inspire these ladies going into the next WAFCON in 2020 than playing a very quality side like the three lionesses of England.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic side. Over the last 5 years, they've been in and around conversations when it comes to the biggest titles, when it comes to the women's game, from the Euros to the World Cup, and to quality players playing for the best club sides in the world, women's teams in the world. And there's no better way for the Black Queens to test their might and test their preparation and how far they've gone than facing the English women's national team. And it promises to be a very exciting game. We're going to be seeing a clash of passion and a clash of passion and raw power from Africa with that technique and skill and that finesse you find with the European teams. And it's going to be one to look out for. And I'm glad that we're really following the game.
Yeah, and both of them actually have, a record that is impressive as to keeping clean sheets. England coming to this fixture on the back of an 8-0 win against China in a friendly game, and Ghana coming to this game on the back of a 4-0 win against Egypt in the quest to qualify for the 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations. It's where you're going to see for these two sides form now water, goals now water, clean sheets. Now water. But I don't think any of I don't know, man. I just have the feeling that the two sides will concede tonight. I don't know what you think.
There'll be a lot of goals. I am very sure the English
Let me
will
get
score.
this closer to you,
I'm very glad. I'm very sure that the English will score. They will score, because if you check their track record, they're not the side that lack in goals. They score the goals. And you're playing against African sides, and the record of European teams against African sides is whooping, because they score lots of goals against the African sides.
I agree.
The Ghana, what we'll definitely see from the Ghanaians will be that endeavor, that will, and that they will come out to play. And so definitely, I don't know if the Ghanaians will score. It will be lovely to see them score. But I think that on the scale of quality and the balance of play, I think that the English women are favourites to win.
On paper, their favourites, England, have already had cause to enjoy African opposition in the last 2 years as they met Nigeria's Super Falcons in the second round of the Women's World Cup in 2023. A game where they had a player sent off, the sister of Rich James of Chelsea. Amazing lady she is, and she's a star in her own right. Forget that, I just had to connect the Chelsea thing with her brother there. Certainly one who should be proud of herself. But despite playing with 10 women, England went on to knock Nigeria out through penalty kicks in that round of 16 stage of the Women's World Cup 2 years back. Now they have a chance to face, of course, a women's team. And in men's football, we've seen England take on, Senegal. Yeah, of course, in the last World Cup in Qatar, England knocked Senegal out of that one too. It's always an interesting reality when we see the best of Europe coming up against the best of Africa. And we'll be getting into the starting XI for the two sides in a bit. I'm keen, though, to look at the rise of Ghanaian football in the women's game. You mentioned that in the 90s, in the early 2000s, when we had the start of the Women's Africa Cup of Nations, and while Nigeria was winning, Ghana were regular semi-finalists and got to several finals that they lost to Nigeria. But then they had this exit from the higher stage of success, disappeared a bit. And this year has been a renaissance for them somewhat. There's been a rise. And for the first time in almost a decade, Ghana got to the semi-finals of an Africa Women's Cup of Nations competition. So they are rising. Here they are now playing such a high-profile friendly match against European champions England.
It would do them a whole world of good, because for teams having this renaissance, for teams having this resurgence, you want to improve your side. You want to learn more by taking on the best sides. You want to try and rub shoulders with the best of the best, so that you can. I mean, there's this thing, if you're in a secondary school where you don't have so many intelligent people, and you might be taking first and your percentage might just be 50-something. But then you want to step up, you want to test yourself, you want to know what the ceiling is like. You go to a more quality school where you meet more intelligent people that can test your knowledge. And so that's what, and I really love the fact that the Ghanaian FA definitely took the step in the right direction to raise the level of quality and competition that their ladies get to face. Because if they can try to match up with the English side, coming to the WAFCON where the quality is a little lower, you can expect that these ladies, if they put up a good showing against the English women's team, you'd expect that they will come back to Africa and feel like they can match the likes of Nigeria, they can match the likes of South Africa, the likes of Morocco, and the quality side, Zambia and co. Coming into this competition. So yes, it will do them a whole world of good. This friendly, very, very important friendly, and very, very important timing for the game.
Speaking about friendly matches, it's not just about these two sides battling tonight. There are multiple friendly matches in the women's game across the world, and we'll focus on the African side of things because that's what we're all about right here on vivxsports. We're promoting the very best of African sports holistically and selling that to everybody else. You can connect to this one, our friends from Ghana, those who are from Nigeria and other parts of the continent. You sure want to tap into these too, because right now we do have South Africa and Morocco who are in a battle for tonight too, and we shall be letting you in on the updates from that fixture. Earlier today, Zambia, who have been one of the most consistent women's national teams in Africa, who played in the Olympics alongside Nigeria in 2024. Well, they had beaten Zimbabwe by 3-1 in a friendly fixture. And like I mentioned, another big one to come as far as the continent is concerned. It will be Morocco against South Africa. This is a repeat of the Women's Africa Cup of Nations final in 2022. Was for WAFCON 2021 that took place in 2022, courtesy of the backlog of tournaments, courtesy of COVID-19, 5 years ago. And that one, South Africa won to win the title back then. And then Morocco got to the final, lost to South Africa. Morocco, 2 years after, got to the final again, which is earlier this year, and lost to Nigeria. They are still pushing, just like Arsenal. They've been second in recent times, and they would love to be first, like Remo Stars in the Nigeria Premier Football League achieved last season. So this is a repeat of that WAFCON final for 2021 that took place in 2022, and it could be a chance for Morocco to get their pound of flesh. It's a friendly fixture though, but I'm sure a victory against South Africa will give them some little sense of satisfaction, and we're going to be updating you on that as well. Well, I'll just tell you about some other international friendly matches that we should see tonight. To see the women's game, Portugal against Brazil, big stuff. That will be Costa Rica against Mexico. That one will be by 11 p.m. Nigeria timing. All right, and there's another big one. Scotland against China. We sure will touch on that too. And the Netherlands will trade tackles with South Korea. I'm sure the next question will be for those who are Nigerian watching us now. How far are the Super Falcons now, the best team in Africa? If Morocco, South Africa, and Ghana, who are amongst the 4 best teams in Africa, because all of these teams were semi-finalists in the WAFCON this year. If Morocco, South Africa, and Ghana, semi-finalists, finishing second. Let me follow that order. Morocco, Ghana, and South Africa. Morocco finished second, Ghana finished third, South Africa finished fourth. If these 3 teams in the top 4 on the continent are playing friendly matches, how about the African champions, Nigeria, who have not taken advantage of this window? Are you worried, Dr. George?
I'm worried, I'm disappointed, I am surprised. I think about it, and it's just a failure of the system, to be very honest, that we have WAFCON coming up in 2026, Q1 2026.
Yes, so March.
March, first quarter 2026. This was a window that we could have taken advantage of, and we've seen all sorts of countries, both the big, the average countries, the small countries, take advantage of this friendly just to test their sides. Even those that would probably not even go to the WAFCON are playing friendlies. And the Super Falcons, 10-time African champions, one of the African sides that when you talk about world female football, you would count them. They are not playing any friendly, and everyone is the Super Falcons African side is a very quality side, and beating South Africa would give them an edge, a psychological edge going into the tournament. Tune-up game, you beat one of the best women's sides in Africa. It just makes you feel like, okay, we can beat them. We can get one over them, and that psyche is tuned in going into the tournament. But you know that friendly games and tournaments is a whole different ball game entirely, and you beating them, apart from the psyche, might not necessarily do so much. But yeah, they will take a win. And why they are playing a team like South Africa is because they want to challenge themselves to the highest point. You play them in the competition, you couldn't defeat them. What better way to test yourself and know if you've improved than playing them in a friendly game? So yeah, it will be very competitive. And if Morocco get the win, if they do get the win, they will definitely take that in the bag going into the tournament proper.
Incredible stuff. Nice to have Mary joining us right now. Mary F. And a few write-ups around the place. Yeah, I know you had a bit of a challenge with the audio. Sorry, Mary. I'm sure you can hear the audio right now. We have vivxsports, and we are all about exporting the best of African sport to you and everybody else around the world. So please click on the subscribe button to subscribe to our channel, and you will be certainly not having cause to regret. Later this month, we'll be covering the Africa Cup of Nations, bringing to you the drama as it unfolds. You sure can tap into that excitement by clicking, if you can, on the subscribe button like right now. Thank you so much. Okay, my name is Chuma, in here with Dr. George, and for us it's a big set of matches. It's not just a friendly game involving the Black Queens of Ghana and the Three Lionesses of England. We also do have another high profile fixture, a repeat of the WAFCON final from 3 years ago, when it was South Africa beating Morocco to get the title. It's those two nations again up against each other in another experience, but it's a friendly match this time around tonight. Let's get to the starting exercise for these teams, really, because there's so much talk around the England side and what they bring to the fore. They're touching on the brilliance of that team that got to the Women's World Cup final in 2023, losing to Spain in the process. And Sarina Wiegman has been making some, changes, and she's not really said too much about her long-term deal with England. She's led them to win back-to-back European titles. Her contract to expire at the end of the World Cup in 2027, and she says she's not been offered a new deal yet. So she's looking at the now. She mentioned something too, that England will have just about 8 windows before that World Cup in 2027. More reason they need to maximize all of these windows. Yeah,
definitely. And I like that mentality. You're not thinking about the future, because they say a coach lives or dies by his results. Your job is dependent on your last result. You can be fired or you can be kept. And it reminds me of a coach like Thomas Tuchel, who would keep short contracts just to make sure that he's tuned in to know that any moment from now you can be asked to leave. And in the period of time she's been with the English ladies, she has been really, really phenomenal, improving the side, taking them to the greatest heights of women's football, winning team trophies and individual trophies. And she is saying, you know what, let's focus on the now. Let's leave what happens in the future, because you don't necessarily have so much power and control over what happens in the future. What you have to control is what happens now. And what happens now is, if you get to win results, you get results. If you get to win games and play well, you get to then guarantee that you can remain in the side for longer. And that mentality has also been shaped into the ladies, who know that we take it one game at a time, one competition at a time, whether friendly, whether competitive. They know that they have to put their best foot forward, and they've been doing that so far. And if they continue on that stead, you definitely have to count them as favourites in 2027 to win the World Cup.
Incredible stuff, really. And well, there is a chance, because they are using this friendly fixture to also test a few players who maybe fringe, in quote, in that England squad, as the Lionesses play their final game for the year 2025. Wiegman has made 7 changes to the side that we saw thrash China by 8 goals to nothing. 7 whooping changes out of 11 players. You're making 7 changes, meaning just 4 players who are part of that China squad are going to be here. So incredible stuff, really. And they're hot like that. It's not like China are children in women's football. China are also a good born too. So we do have the likes of Kendall, Hines, and Cairns all coming into the side for this game against the Black Queens of Ghana. Well, as to form guide, England, last time they lost the game, you have to go back to a friendly fixture against Brazil, where they were beaten by 2-1. And Ghana's last defeat was in the game against Morocco in the semi-finals of the WAFCON, where they lost to the Moroccan side. En route going on to win the bronze medal in that competition. You just look at the beats of the stats and you're thinking about similarities all around the place. We know that England and Spain took on each other in the final of the Women's Euros, and it was England who eventually got that win, getting the title for the second time in a row. Wow. And it's lovely, these similarities, when you look at the score lines of matches that these teams have played. And I spoke about the form they have come through with. Ghana got the better of Egypt 7-0 on aggregate over 2 legs in the WAFCON qualifying series for 2026. And England, on the other hand, that 8-0 win against China came after they had beaten Australia by 3-0. England are that good. They really are good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They're very, very good. Quality side, I think that they can produce at least 2-3 other sides, a team A, team B, team C, very comfortably, and defeat a whole lot of sides. And that's when you have that embarrassment of riches as a coach, you can just smack your lips and just imagine what you can do with this side. Sabrina really is lucky. And this English side, definitely, I'm sure in this game they would test out a lot of newer guys just to blood in new players, and then let's see what they can offer to the side and the quality they can bring in going into more serious games and bigger competitions. There are a lot of their players getting old. I think likes of Lucy Bronze, a few other players, their goalkeeper on crossing 30. So you want to use games like this, low pressure games like this, as an opportunity to blood in the newer guys, the younger guys. Across their age grade, they have fantastic players doing well in the age grade competition. So you want to use this opportunity to bring in some of them, and then try them out and see what they get to offer. And if they are good, definitely you bring them into the senior side.
That's in your side. Does have the stars ready to align for them tonight, as we do have Lucy Bronze, the name that Dr. George just mentioned, holding on as the right full back for the 3 Lionesses in that 4-3-3 formation. Morehouse is the shot stopper. There's Letitia, Wuben Moy, and Hinz completing that back 4 with Kendall, Walsh, and Bokens in the midfield. Watch out for the presence of Beaver, Jones, Kelly, and Park in the attack. For the Black Queens of Ghana, they do have Conlan, who really did make some great saves in the WAFCON. WAFCON, she really did do well there. She is the starter in between the sticks for them. There's Yeboah, Dua, Boaki, and Simon. Do we call that Simon? No, this is not Spanish, this is English. So Simon in the back 4. Feels like a 4-2-3-1 formation for the Black Queens. Watch out for Ashantewa. I know that we've had Coach IU to do a Ghana game, and she is one hell of a brilliant player. Kujo is also in there. These are 2 players playing just ahead of the back 4 with Yamiki, Boye Loka, and Kusi supporting Badua, who's their points woman. You look at this Ghana team, and it's a very familiar team. So Ghana are playing even more familiar names than England.
Yeah, definitely. You're facing a side like England. You want to play your best players as much as possible.
Yes.
And about 80% of these players played. They played WAFCON. They were at the core of the side that got them that 3rd place finish, from the goalkeeper Conlan to the centre back pairing, Asantewa, Kujo, the captain, their front 9. Yeah, so it's as quality a team as possible based on the Ghanaian side. Another thing that I imagine the coach is trying to do is build that chemistry, build the synergy. I remember going into the WAFCON, a lot of these players were relatively new to the side, and the coach trusted them to bring them in, and they had that run of games, 5-6 games that they played together. So I'm sure that the coach is trying to also get them to understand his playing style, his philosophy, get them to understand each other. The more they play together, the more they get to understand each other.
True.
And it can only bode well going into the WAFCON. So I'm pretty much not surprised by the lineup from the Ghanaians.
All right, as we get into the game proper, because it's kicked off now officially, just a few seconds into the match at the St. Mary's Stadium. It's England up against Ghana in this fixture. At the same time, too, we'll be updating you on the drama unfolding in that one that sees South Africa, former African champions, taking on finalists, back-to-back finalists in the WAFCON Morocco. Just to get your prediction, Dr. George, from the first one, Ghana against England or England against Ghana?
I think that it would be 4-0.
Whoa.
And I think that result will flatter to deceive, because the Ghanaians would bring their best foot forward. They will come out to play, but the quality and technicality of the English ladies will just be too much for the Ghanaians to handle.
Well, Ghana are in with their all yellow outfits.
Ghanaians, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
please don't come
from
me.
Ghana. Drop your prediction. See, you can counter his. You can counter his prediction by dropping yours. We would love to hear from you on the comment section. We're vivxsports, promoting the very best of African sports, and tonight we're focused on the women's game. And it will be nice to have you please subscribe to our channel, because we do have so much lined up for you even before the end of the year, with the WAFCON kicking off. Sorry, the AFCON now, the Africa Cup of Nations for men, kicking off on the 21st of this month. We'll be covering that competition for you on this platform. Yeah, so Ghana playing from left to right with the yellow top on the yellow shot, and the three lionesses of England are playing from right to left. They have is that black or blue? So you know, like social media they say color blocking.
Very
deep blue.
Deep blue.
Yeah. I wants to look like black a bit. Lucy Brunt certainly ready to weave her magic from that right hand side of defense stroke attack, but the Black Queens of Ghana will be fighting back at this stage. Taking the ball back to the goalkeeper, Conlan. Conlan will decide to pass from the back, and Conlan almost misplaces her pass. England will regain possession. Brilliant stuff for the three lionesses as Park wants to help out. The ladies are struggling too, certainly the Black Queens. They will get a free kick just outside their penalty area. It was Lucy Bronze, the guilty party, with the foul. Asantewa was the one who was stopped. It's always nice for any national team to have the pleasure of facing one of the best in the world, and that's the opportunity that the Black Queens of Ghana are trying to milk to the fullest tonight as they come forward again. Ghanaian ladies will go towards that left hand side where Nyamki is playing. They can square the ball through from that territory, and easy for England with Laetitia Tuclair taking it towards the path of Bronze, and there was that offside flag from the assistant referee, like you mentioned. So England will have a free kick.
Yeah, I love the confidence that the Black Queens have come out into this game with early moments here, but you can see them trying to match the English women player for player, playing from the back. We saw, even though there was a mistake by Conlan, but you saw Asantewa trying to break that play from behind, causing the free kick going to Ghana. And they're facing the English side. They are not scared. And I'm sure the coach will be quite impressed with the structure and their decision to stick, to not be intimidated by the quality they are facing, and play as the coach has instructed. And of course, very fantastic pitch, I must say, and which would allow for free-flowing football. I must also commend, it's quite a number of fans at the stadium for a women's game involving an African country. That really is commendable. And of course, England, you can dare say, is one of the homes, the cradle of football. So yes, they will come.
Indeed, bro. St. Mary's the stadium, home of Southampton, and pitch really looks very beautiful. They do have the ball now, Ghana, but again, guilty of another infringement in the eyes of the centre referee. Free kick for England. Who will restart play. Lucy Bronze will get it. She's the right back for them, and there's some build up for the English ladies. The World Cup, these countries never know who they meet. Yes, the Women's World Cup is over a year from now, but it's nice to face teams from all continents. They just beat China from Asia. Now they're facing Ghana from Africa, and they will square the ball through England. Ghana almost fumbled. Terrible defending gives the three lionesses a chance to open scoring in this one. And I see presence of a Lady Kendall, who rings a bell. England 1, Ghana 0.
I mean, I predicted 4-0. It's less than 6 minutes in. Kendall getting the goal for the three lionesses. I mean, there was just a lot of confusion. I think that the Ghanaian defense really undid their good work in the first 5 minutes as we see the replay. England trying to build and getting the play in, putting a cross in. I think Kelly put that cross in. And you can see the confusion. The centre backs confused and just left it for Kendall to do the simple work of tucking the ball past Holland. 1-0 for the English side, and Ghana definitely, the Black Queens have their work cut out. Fantastic cross, I must say, from Kelly and Boakie, the captain.
We need something as M&S food, maybe. That's what the Ghanaians need to galvanize the performance. Throwing for England. Lucy Bronze will take this on the far side. That's the right side of attack for the European champions. England just laying a claim, sticking a claim as to that drive to be favourites for the Women's World Cup. Less than 2 years' time. Here they come again. Even the young players are proving their mettle. Cross. Goalkeeper Conland comes out. She slipped. And her luck is she slipped. Apparently she's telling her teammates something happened. But they're lucky that one went just a few inches off target.
That would have been a very costly slip. She slipped, but there was also some level of miscommunication with Boake, who that could have been very, very costly for the Ghanaians, that slip. And thankfully there was no English player just around that area who could have just tucked it into an empty net. But playing out from the back again, they've lost the ball. The England women are back on the ball, and this pressure, constant pressure, is something that the Ghanaian coach must definitely look at, because a team continues to put so much pressure on you. You will crack, and it's a matter of time, it looks like, before the English side get another one in.
Well, Dr. George at the start has said it was going to be 4-0 to England. Scoreline maybe 1-0 now after 33 minutes, but it's been a total dominance from the European champions. They don't shy away from consistently laying those passes towards the flanks. Can we see a cross here? Square through. There's Ghana with some last-ditch clearance. More like the clearance is returning the ball to England again. Who will come forward one more time? That territory where there's Kendall, the goal scorer, and Park, that's the right-hand side, has been very, very busy. Lucy Bronze also helping out with the overlapping runs too. Ghana will finally see that back four come through, but they've lost the possession again to England. This is all England in this. This could be that goal again. Goalkeeper Conland says one more time. How much longer will Ghana stop England's goal-scoring hunger? It's the European side are showing they are stronger. I want to give you more goals to announce without having to be a rumor monger. Oh my. Throwing for England. They're still coming. Wow. You know, there's been some flashes from the Black Wings of Ghana, but it's been more of England in this. They will attack again. Bodies on the line for Ghana to stop that from getting to the goalkeeper. It's beautiful England play. Kendall. Wow. Just watching this, and times, you know, I'm trying to imagine if I were to be Ghanaian. Are we feeling dazed? I'll just be like, wait. This is what my eyes are doing to me, guy. Is this real? Exactly. And, you know, things on the block for my eye already. I'm like, guy, just close this eye. Don't need blow. England again with a shot. Ooh. Just a few inches away. Park with that attempt, and Ghana have been forced to turn themselves to defenders of the universe.
It's been complete defending play from the Ghanaians, all 11 players, and the England women trying to fashion out chance after chance. Either it's been saved by Conland or just inches away from goal, and it just shows the quality. We had talked about it prior to the game. The quality in this side. On a typical day, 60 to 70% of the ladies playing for England will not make the first 11, and this was just an opportunity for them to stake a claim to the starting 11, and they are making a hell of it. They are
making really, a strong Ghanaian side look ordinary, right?
Definitely, they are putting their best foot forward. The Ghanaian side have stuck. They've been stubborn with trying to play from the back, and that has landed them into numerous problems. I think that the lionesses have just been unlucky, thanks to the brilliance of the goalkeeper and just playing luck, not just getting the ball in. And how long can they stay? The Ghanaians, how long can they hold down this pressure? How long can you concede the lion's share of possession to your opponents without a chance of getting into the goalpost? Is left to be seen as we see another England break, just playing away the Ghanaians.
Well, they are now. Ghana have fumbled in defending. Oh, they recovered in time to stop that one. Still Morocco nil, South Africa nil after 79 minutes. And Scotland.
7 minutes. It's still a long way to go.
It's a long way. Now I'm looking at the Morocco South Africa game now. Yeah, still 0-0 after 78 minutes in that. And Scotland and China have given us 5 goals in their game after 81 minutes. It's Scotland 3, China 2. What's happening to China? The Chinese.
Which is good for them, for a team coming from
Yeah.
conceding 8 goals to score 2. Wow, that's progress. They didn't score.
Oh, well, you're right.
They scored 2.
It's another team from Great Britain.
Right.
So they lost to England 8-0 and they're trailing 3-2 against Scotland.
They must have spoken to themselves and said, you know what, even if we are going to lose, let's not lose scandalously like we did in the previous game.
Oh man. Well, this is England again. My word, are they having joy just passing this ball around? It's a beauty to watch. Lucy Brunt, crossed by Lucy Brunt from that right hand side. Goalkeeper Conlan comes out to save. A very solid grip, that one from Conlan. She's been beaten once tonight, but sure would not want to be beaten anymore. 38 minutes. England 1, Ghana 0. vivxsports, that's what and who we are. Covering for you every single time the best around African sports. This year, so much happening in football, and so we are letting you in on it. Set for our coverage of the 2025 Africa Cup of Nations. That starts on the 21st of December. Nigeria Super Eagles will play her first game on the 23rd of December. 2 days to Christmas. This man who's already feeling the Christmas fever. I don't know what exactly he'll be doing by then. Maybe he'll make a look of Santa for the Super Eagles and give them goals as gifts.
Hopefully they will not take away our Christmas gifts.
I tell you, man. I also will sing for them. Oh yeah, gifts, put off the lights. Just joking. Song from Nigerian music star Yanya and Don Jazzy so many years back. Free kick for Ghana. Some respite for them, yeah. Oh, some respite for them for sure. So look at the presence of a side who are confident in what they're delivering. Boye. We have a Boye, by the way, who's part of the vivxsports family. Shout out to you, Boye. This one is the Ghana version. Long ball by the Black Wings. 39 minutes heading to the 40th minute mark. England are unwavering in their push forward. All right hand side where you do have Kendall and Park has been very lively for them, Dr. George.
Yeah.
And this is for a goalkeeper for Ghana.
Absolutely. Both wings, I think, have been very lively. Before Kelly went out, she was really electric on the left. Park has switched to the left, also trying to pull away mid to just trying to make sure that she does damage from the left. And both wings definitely come to play. They've been that connection attacking wise. They've been that synergy, just trying to break the Ghanaian defense. Unfortunately, they haven't gotten a second goal as a show for their effort, but you must give it to Park.
Yeah.
You must give it to Mead. You must give it to Kendall, Kane, number 10, Beaver Jones, who had 2 chances saved by Conlan. These guys, these ladies, are definitely for players who don't play, who are not first teamers. They are really playing with some chemistry, some synergy and swagger that Sarina Widman will definitely be very proud of. I'm sure they're giving her selection headaches because for subsequent games coming up, lead up to the 2027 World Cup, these ladies are staking a claim to be part of the side going into that tournament.
Yeah, they are staking that claim to be part of that side, surely, to dominate. Two teams with different ambitions. England want to be world champions for the first time in their history. Ghana want to be African champions for the first time in their history. It's all about creating a bit of history and unraveling the mystery, going for victory for themselves. We're not too far away from the halftime break, and just looking at the scoreline, and you know, you feel that Ghana will look at themselves and be proud that they've not conceded more. If they can hold on to this 1-0 till halftime, they'll be like,
they will be
shake themselves. They'll not be embarrassed. Charlie, we were not embarrassed, you know. And that's the beauty of this. Just keep your comments coming through if you can. Let us know where you're watching us from, and what your expectation to be for Ghana's quest for a leveler. For all of our Ghanaian brothers who've joined this broadcast, we'd love to hear from you. Also, the South Africans, as we see the game against Morocco, as we saw another save from goalkeeper Conlan. Corner kick for England again. But yeah, Morocco and South Africa are playing, and that game yet to give us a goal. You can drop your predictions and expectations for all of these fixtures. Officially, we've seen 83 minutes of play in that Morocco-South Africa game. Still no goals to report to you. Corner kick for England from the right-hand side of attack. Obian needs to go across. And goalkeeper Conlan came out, couldn't get to it. The ball hits the crossbar. And England just keep believing they can score more, but it's not worked for them yet. We'll take another corner kick. This one taken short. And Badua, she's been caught a frustrated figure up front. Had to come back to help in defending the corner kick before I saw her again on the pitch. England. Laetitia and Hines. This is football. Anything can happen, as a popular Nigerian DJ from years back, DJ Exclusive, would love to say. So if England don't take their chances, who says if Ghana have one, they wouldn't take it? And that'll be very challenging, because we've seen teams capitulate in matches. Morocco did against Nigeria Super Falcons. Cross for England from that right-hand channel towards the left now. Another pass, this one. Bodies all around the place. Shot on target, deflected out. Corner kick for England. Their fourth or so. It's been multiple corner kicks for them in this game. Well, we've seen 44 minutes of action. England still leading 1-0. We're seeing again that one, how the ball hit the crossbar. Conlan, I don't know what she was thinking about. The Ghanaian goalkeeper right there. Corner kick for England. This will be taken. And it is launched forward. Headed out by the Ghanaians. Possession back with the English ladies again. Mead. Cross that feels like a shot from Mead. A header over the goalpost. Goal kick for Ghana.
Short of words. We see the cross pulled in. I think that the English women have been quite profligate in front of goal.
Yes,
they haven't taken advantage of it. They've had numerous chances, and a mixture of luck and mostly I think just not taking their chances has seen this game remain 1-0, and that's something probably Sarina needs to address going into halftime. Take their chance creation, because 1-0 is a very dangerous scoreline. Anything can happen, and scoreline changes from 1-0 to something else. I think the referee just scored something.
Yeah, for repeat, I know you paused because you thought England were going to be under pressure from Ghana, who were going forward. The referee spotted an infringement, giving the three lionesses a free kick. Taken quickly now. Mead with the ball, squares it through from that left hand side. Another cross comes in, and Ghana stutter, but still goalkeeper Conlan recovering in time to make the save for them. Attacking from the right, attacking from the left. It's England who've been in from most of the flanks in this first half. Another shot, another one off target from the three lionesses of England. initially when you're missing these chances, you're like, oh, it's because we're going to get it right. But when you keep missing it, it becomes a problem now. And Mead, that attempt of hers on goal was actually MID Mead.
And that was quite close. But she's also nodding. A little disappointed. She probably could have curled it better into the bottom corner. Ghanaians are definitely just counting their luck, really, because apart from the shot on target, they've pretty much offered nothing. They've offered nothing apart from the endeavor of trying to play from the back and just trying to defend and prevent another goal. They've really not offered so much. I personally wasn't expecting so much because quality-wise, the three lionesses are definitely in a higher level than the Black Queens. But they must going into the halftime. I think it's more of the England women being disappointed. The Ghanaians would say 45 minutes, one goal, we tried. And the three lionesses will be asking themselves what else do they need to do to get more goals.
Well, that goal from Kendall in the 6 minutes of the game is the difference between the two sides. As England going to the halftime break, leading Ghana by 1-0. Kelly, before she was taken off, had a few chances of herself. And of course, there was Mead also who came to take the place of Kelly, helping out with attacking moves from that left-hand side and also having 1 or 2 chances. In all of these, only 1 goal has been scored, that one from Kendall. So heading into the break at the St. Mary's in Southampton, it is England leading Ghana by 1-0. Also in the other fixture, we do have our eyes for you. It's Morocco against South Africa. And no goals were scored after 83 minutes. The last time I checked that all was happening there. It's important we go back to update you. Yes, went to the 89th minute and 2 goals came in. Oh my, oh my. South Africa scoring 2 late goals in that game to repeat the defeats against Morocco in the WAFCON final just about 3 years back. Ntandi and Sesena, the goal scorers for Bayana of South Africa, who lead Morocco by 2-1. Well, make that 2-0 now, really.
The Moroccan, when I say defense, breached twice for the longest of time. I was thinking probably the game would end
0-0, right?
0-0, but the quality that the South Africans carry just came through towards the dying minutes. Probably might have been a loss in concentration, might have been a drop in physical fitness towards the end of the game. But South Africa once again proving that they have the better over the Moroccans, and that edge, that psychological edge, will definitely go a long way for them, knowing that beating the Moroccan side over and over again, and especially both in friendly games and in competition, it means that we have their number. The Moroccans still will be asking themselves, what do they need to do to get one over the South Africans, and they won't be happy because going into the competition, we're most likely sure that these sides will meet each other, either in the quarterfinals, semi-finals, or even in the finals. I mean, and that is if Nigeria doesn't enter the finals. But they will meet each other at some point, and that psychological edge that the Bayana carry might now be the difference at the end of the day.
Mandi Asisena, the goal scorer, in the 69th minute. That's when South Africa scored the opening goal, and the second came in the 86th minute. So heading into the final part of that fixture with 5 minutes of added time, it is South Africa with the 2-0 advantage against Morocco. Let's go in for a very short break and bring to you some footballing highlights, and I and Dr. George will return shortly to start the build up to the second half. Keep your thoughts pouring in if you can via the comment section. We'll be reading your comments via vivxsports. Please don't just watch if you stumble on us tonight. Well, we're all about promoting the best of African sports, not just football but sports in general, and we do come around for our watch-alongs to cover live for you these high profile matches. Chuma in here alongside Dr. George. We'll see you in a bit. Please stay with us.
For this, she steps up, she takes it, she is saved! Morocco will face Nigeria in the final of WAFCON 2024 in 2025. They have beaten Ghana 4-2 on penalties after 1-1 at the end of regulation time and extra time. And the stage is set for a final involving North Africa and West Africa.
It's been good. I mean, we talked earlier about how much CAF and a lot of those at the admin level would want a final Nigeria-Morocco. Just for the audience, you can imagine how packed the stadium will be at the final when Nigeria take on Morocco. Nigeria going for Mission X.
So it's going to be the host nation getting to back-to-back WAFCON finals. In 2022, they lost to South Africa. In 2025, they're up against the most successful women's national team on the continent, Nigeria. And that will be some massive game to come.
Always nice to be back and see the staff, meet the players, always with a smile on the face, and have been one good training so far and one good friendly game. I mean, we had a short training, so maybe not potential so much from that one, but we played a good game, 2 times 35 minutes against a good team in England, and we did well. We rotated the squad. Everybody played a little bit at least, so that was fun to see all of the players, and I'm happy to have this opportunity as a coach to use the whole squad. I mean, it's you always as a head coach need to keep an eye on them and see them in their club team if possible, of course. And they're all in different situations. Some of them are playing 90 minutes week by week, and some they are not doing it, of course. But the good things, like when they are coming back, they always comes back with a good energy. It looks like they are having a good time. They enjoy to be together. They believe in themselves and to this group. So I think no matter what, they come back with full energy. Yeah, I went to Switzerland to watch her. I watched her on videos before that as well. It's a good player, a player with experience, fast player, good with the ball, powerful. And even if she only have been here for a couple of days, it looks like she fit into the group, both on and off the pitch. So I'm looking forward to see more from her. We're really jumping in the deep water and see if we can swim against the best team in the world. I mean, it's going to be a really tough one. We need to understand that. But we also know that we have some qualities. Of course, we are maybe not top 5 in the world yet. Okay, so. But we need to challenge ourselves, and games like this, potentially the most difficult game in the whole world right now, away against England. I mean, it's they will challenge us for sure, and we're gonna see how good we are, but also what we need to do better to jump when it comes to the FIFA ranking, and to make sure to be one of the best teams in Africa to start with.
Any moment from now is going to happen. Morocco are beginning to panic. Right now they need a mechanic, so this team will not be sinking like Titanic. The final whistle has been blown!
Mission X is complete. Nigeria Super Falcons have come from 2-0 down to beat Morocco by 3 goals to 2. Estelle Koronkwo Ijami Lucy, and also the brilliance of Echegini has given Nigeria a fantastic story. Let's enjoy a moment of glory. A team in a different category. Full-time in Rabat. Morocco 2, Nigeria 3. The Super Falcons are champions of Africa for the 10th time. Amazing stuff. Shout out to every doubting Thomas. We're famous. No one can blame us.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Yes. Come on. Get down here.
She has to try and score this. She steps up. She takes it.
It's saved. Morocco will face Nigeria in the final of WAFCON 2024 in 2025. They have beaten Ghana 4-2 on penalties after 1-1 at the end of regulation time and extra time. And the stage is set for a final involving North Africa and West Africa.
It's been good. I mean, we talked earlier about how much CAF and a lot of those at the admin level would want a final Nigeria-Morocco just for the audience. You can imagine how packed the stadium will be at the final when Nigeria take on Morocco. Nigeria going for Mission X.
So it's going to be the host nation getting two back-to-back WAFCON finals. In 2022, they lost to South Africa. In 2025, they're up against the most successful women's national. Welcome back. Always nice to be here. vivxsports with the action for you. Friendly matches in women's football, and it's tonight with so much on the cards. Well, a couple involving high-profile African nations. South Africa have beaten Morocco by 2-0, just like they did when they won. Not the same scoreline though, but when they won to emerge as African champions for the first time in their history in 2022, as those two sides met 3 years ago in the WAFCON final. Tonight is a friendly fixture, and South Africa have still shown supremacy over their North African rivals. Meanwhile, there's England, who are European champions, up against the Black Queens of Ghana, the side who were bronze medalists from WAFCON 2024 that took place in 2025. That one is the one we're still focused on. The second half is about to get underway, live from the St. Mary's, home of Southampton, one side that you have seen play in the Premier League in the past. My name is Chuma, Nolin here with Dr. George, representing vivxsports, and getting ready for what the second half will have to offer us. I'll also share with you in a bit the current scores of other matches in the women's game around the world. And Dr. George, we spoke about how lucky Ghana were to have gone into the break trailing just by goals to nothing, but away from the line around luck could just be a strategy too for the Black Queens, which is soak up all the pressure if you can, and then be the ones to mount that pressure for the treasure in the second half. You know, because, we've seen the games. There's a famous line too that there are no equal halves in football. It's that famous line too. And if England dominated in the first half, who says they will dominate in the second? Do you see any way back for Ghana as to tweak in dominance in this fixture?
I might be regarded as the enemy of doom, or the angel of doom, as they say. But to be very honest,
yes, sir.
They say weekend we go sweet. Now from Thursday you go second half we go change. Now from first half you go no. And the Ghanaians, yes, they've tried to exert themselves, but they haven't matched up in quality. And I think that gulf in quality has to be the biggest difference between both sides. The English side will probably come out more hungry in terms of having missed over 10 chances in the first half. They want to now cement their place, cement their feet, put their feet down and show the world that they are a way better side than the Ghanaian side. I suspect also that the English side will be fitter than the Ghanaians. A lot of these ladies playing active football in the English league, so they'll be fitter, and it might get to a situation where the Ghanaians might begin to now tire out physically and mentally. And we still have a few quality players on the bench that might still come in just to change things for Serena Wigman's side. So I think that the Ghanaians they will still come out to try to play, but we might see a situation where the English side would now change in terms of doing better with conversion of chances, and might now get a few goals. I do not see the Ghanaians taking over possession, dominating the English side. I find it difficult to see.
Tough to see, but one thing is certain: we're going to see the second half as far as this watch-along is concerned with vivxsports, as we describe for you what's happening in that friendly fixture. Let's check out what's happening elsewhere for sure at this moment, as women are battling for honors. Final game for many of them in 2025 as far as beautiful game is concerned. Well, Sweden have gone into extra time in the game involving Sweden women and France women. It's 2-1, Sweden leading by 2-1. Spain and Germany are playing. The Spanish team have won that by 3-0. That one is a competitive game. I'll just confirm to you, like right now, what that one is all about, because there's quality aplenty for the world champions Spain, who have shown us again why they deserve every iota of respect when you think about the women's game. Also, when you even mention league football in women's action, of course, the Spanish league has the brilliance of Barcelona, who've been multiple-time European Champions League winners. So this League A playoff for the UEFA Nations League women, Spain have beaten Germany women by 3-0, and Sweden beats France. Well, it's not over yet in that one. That one in extra time. Sweden leading against France by 2-1. Yeah, those are the ones that are competitive games. More of the friendly score lines for you. It's Bulgaria who want to shine in this area. Ready to show that they're not sick with malaria. Just trying to sort things out and get out the full picture for you. Just to update you on these leagues. Dr. George, what should Ghana change as to strategy heading into the second half?
For me, I think that it might have to be the insistence on trying to play from the back. The best teams know how to mix it up. When you try to play from the back and it's not working, there has to be a plan B or a plan C where you switch it up and catch your opponent unawares. So far, Boykuren has not done that for the Ghanaian ladies, for the Black Queens. And I think that if they continue to insist on playing from the back, they'll continue to get into more trouble. And this time, that more trouble might be rewarded with goals from the 3 lionesses. So he needs to figure out what the plan is. Probably for the first 10-15 minutes, do something different. Probably try to press them more into their half, because we've seen the Ghanaians sit deep, and I think that's the baseline. They've sat deep, just expecting that the 3 lionesses will come at them. So do something different. We've not seen so much. Badoa has just really run herself to the ground, just running around trying to feed on scraps. But we've not seen Boye, we've not seen Kujo, we've not seen Yameke just try to support her. So we might need to have changes on that side to have players who can try to take on the likes of Lucy Bronze, take on the English defenders, and just try to commit them into errors or something. So those are 2 things that I think that the coach could probably do better. That could give them an edge going into the second half.
Well, speaking about edge, Brazil and Portugal have close ties, and of course the Brazilians were colonized by the Portuguese, and those 2 teams are playing a friendly fixture. It's Portugal who have thought that they could fight for something, but the people they colonized lead them by 2-0. It's Portugal nil, Brazil 2. Second goal just coming in the 17th minute of that fixture. The match came alive just a few minutes back, and the Brazilian team have the advantage. Meanwhile, it's the Netherlands 2, South Korea nil after 20 minutes, and later tonight we'll see Costa Rica women play against Mexico. At this time, though, our focus is on England against Germany, 1-0 in favour of the 3 lionesses of England, and the second half is up and running. Ghana now playing from right to left with the all-yellow outfit. The 3 lionesses of England with the deep blue outfit are playing from left to right. All right, so Ghana playing from right to left, England playing from left to right, just to give you a mental picture of what's unfolding on the pitch. They're going to pass the ball around again. We'll be confirming to you if any changes have been made by either manager. To the best of my knowledge, none has been yet. Do you think there's a need for one? It's a friendly game. Early, later.
Probably will be later to try out more players. We have a few untested players from the English side still on the bench. You might want to bring them in and just give them minutes to also stake a claim to getting into the side, really.
Here England come from that left-hand side of attack. Well, this lady just keeps building in confidence. Delivery on the pitch. Also continue from where they stopped. And Park wouldn't mind. She's the one sporting jersey number 7 for them. Attacking from that left side, while Mead comes through from the right at times. Ghana will have to be more astute in defending, and beyond that, we'll have to, just like Dr. George said, take off the pressure from them a bit and be the ones to trouble that back line of England. There's just been only one substitution made in this game, and that was in the first half when Kelly was substituted courtesy of injury issues. So here are the players that are on the pitch. There's Morehouse, Bronze, Letitia, Wuben Moy, Hines, Kendall, the goal scorer, Walsh, Pack, Kent, and Kelly, who was substituted having Mead take her place in this starting exile for England. Players are still on the pitch as we speak. And for the Ghanaian team, there's Conlan, Boaki, Dua, Yeboah, Simon, Kojo, Ashantewa, Boye Hiloka, Yamiki, Kusi, and Badua. That's their point man. Or I say point woman. It looks like it's England again pushing. The very start of the second half, Dr. George.
As expected, I'm sure Sarina's had to really speak to them, addressing their profligacy in front of goal. And I expected them to come out in the second half hungrier, just wanting to end the game, because the earlier they end the game with goals, the better the chances for untested players to come into the fray and just have a few minutes running. So they've come out in the second half, continue from where they stopped in the first half, just trying to get those chances in. As we can correctly see, the defense trying to find their footing. Waki and the centre back pairing not quite getting in control. That was a chance gone begging, but the English remained on the ball.
Yeah, so much of that we play, and the crosses again from the flanks. Now they could come from the centre. No, it's going to be again from the flanks. Mead, deflection, corner kick for the three lionesses of England from the right channel. And if we thought that Kelly was a star, Mead is showing she's also a star too. Took the place of Kelly, lady who plays for Arsenal ladies, 27-year-old. Mead has come to show Mead can be excellent. It feels like the system for the English team is so good that no matter who comes in, exactly, bro, just a seamless reality. Ghana will see play stop for a bit, as they do have a player who's down. Yeah, it's the lady Simon, right? Just number 2 for them, the right fullback. She pulled something. She was chasing Mead and then just held onto her hamstring. May not be able to finish this game. The hamstring concern took Kelly out for England in the first half. We could have the same kind of injury concern. Take out Simon for Ghana. The Ghanaian coach is just speaking to his assistants, maybe 1 or 2 strategies like how far now, we could reason them. If I reason you. Passing play continues. Simon still being attended to by the medical team. And the referee has come to tell them, please just take her out of the pitch. Play has to continue, please. Let's not delay things now. FIFA World Cup draw for the men's game on Friday by 5 p.m. So I spoke about the World Cup draw now. I just started pinching myself. Super Eagles, have you seen what you have done to us? Because the Nigerian team will not be there. So sad, truly. Corner kick for the three lionesses of England. Taken shots, this one, from the right-hand side of attack. Yeah, they'll just continue with that drive for crosses. Mead, the quick one to the teammate, and Yeboah, and the right touch out. Well, how many more goals can this game offer us? Only time will tell. 53 minutes or 52 minutes played so far. Still England 1, Ghana 0. Well, Dr. George, you were during the halftime break just inundating me on the provisional squad for Nigeria Super Eagles for the Africa Cup of Nations.
Yeah, 19 days to go to the Premier African football competition for men, the AFCON. And while the other teams, a few other teams have released their 23-man or 24-man or 25, because CAF has said I think we have 27, you can have at least 20, I think 26. While teams are releasing the 25, 26-man squads, 19 days to go, Nigeria is releasing a 54-man provisional squad. Less than 3 weeks to go to the competition proper. We're releasing a 54-man provisional squad.
Too much talent.
To what end? And
Too much talent.
what do we aim to achieve when a typical Nigerian football fan knows already 90% of the players that will go to this competition? Everyone knows. We can start counting it from goalkeeper to attack. We know. So why do a 54 man?
Maybe it's after they failed to qualify for the World Cup. So there's also that dream of building not a brand new, but a new team that can last for a while for this new project. So call more names than you would have called if Nigeria was still in the race to qualify for the World Cup. Maybe. Just maybe.
I won't say what's in my name.
Say it, please. Please don't be scared. Just say it.
Because
say
we know that this professional squad is not because they're trying to be for the future. It's not. But as I said, it is what it is. Nigeria will hold it.
I hope if you say it's not, if you say it's not, I hope things don't go south actually for this Nigerian team. England still leading Ghana by 1-0. I think we can just elucidate even more on these AFCON squads before we get back to the match.
Yeah.
Andre Onana dropped from the Cameroonian team yesterday. Same with Vincent Abubakar. How surprised were you?
Quite surprised. Yes, Onana has had his fair share of troubles for club side, but he seems to have found a new lease of life at Trabzonspor. So there has to be other reasons for dropping him. For Vincent Abubakar, he's been neither here nor there, to be honest. He's had his best playing days for Cameroon, but he's closer to 40 than he is to 30. And there's been a new wave of talent coming into the Cameroonian side, led by Brian Mbeumo, that have really solidified things for Marcel Brice and the Indomitable Lions. So they're probably looking at just moving away from the old guard and building for the future. And Vincent Abubakar represents one of the old guards, even though you would say he is a captain. He's the captain for the side. For certain countries that would have kept him as a ceremonial captain, but Cameroon not towing that line and deciding, you know what, if there's no better time to cut off the old guard than now, so let's just move on.
So they didn't qualify for the World Cup.
Exactly. So what is the need for having him? But for Nigeria, I would say probably the plus side, I would say, where I can give them kudos is we don't have an Ahmed Musa. On this side, because a lot of people thought he would have been ceremonial captain, even though we have a de facto ceremonial captain. Probably this would be his last, since we didn't qualify for the World Cup, this would probably be his last competitive tournament for Nigeria. But it's a whole list of players, both known, relatively unknown, and completely unknown that we have here. I mean, I'm seeing Salim Fago. Wow. I'm seeing Messi, Chukwubi Kim. If we even had some of the players from the under-20 that played at the under-20 World Cup, I said, okay, apart from Beniza Afcot, we don't have anybody.
And Daga and Kura.
We don't have Daga, we don't have the Bami. We don't have Maigana. So many players, but I'm seeing Fago, I'm seeing Chukwubi Kim, I'm seeing Philip Okene, I'm seeing Chisom Oji, Ekesi, Kori, Abdurrashid Shehu. I'm like, what is guys?
You'll know them soon, don't worry.
If you know, you know. If you don't know, now you know. Oh my. Nigeria.
You know, England, the women have done what the men have never done, which is to emerge as European champions, I should say. And these women want to be world champions like the men did in the 1960s. So this is a phase. Sarina Vigma, the coach of the Three Lionesses, said to think that they will have just about 8 windows before 2027 Women's World Cup. It's about trying to maximize opportunities like this when they get together. So they'll not have all the time in the world to get it right. We just had a decent game. We had best chance in the fixture of Ghana. Fell towards her path, Badua, but she's been caught an isolated figure for most of the game so far, and Badua has been taken off.
She really tried. She really tried, just trying to feed off scraps. The English defense did not give her any breathing space. She had a shot on target though. The only shot on target that the Ghanaians have had. I talked about Kusi, who has been anonymous.
Badua and Kusi are off.
and rightfully taken off as Princess Mafo comes in, and a replacement for Badua in attack. I think it's just number 24. Let's hope that we bring the difference that could probably cause an upset in this game.
Well, those changes made the very first two for Ghana in this. And that'll be a galvanizing factor for them. Or just maybe. Here they come, the Black Queens from the centre. Through ball. A handball there. The referee had a shot taken, saved by the goalkeeper for England. However, it was a innocuous touch off the ball with the hand. Yeah, they just messed up the attacking move for the... Oh wow. Trapped the ball with her hand and leg. Yeah. Maybe who's coming to take the place of Badua in this team? Badua. More of this from international friendly matches for you right here. It's the best around the world are battling against each other. Few questions being asked of how ready these teams are for their respective tournaments. England in 2 years' time, Ghana in less than a year time. England in just about a year time, that'll be 2027. Ghana from March 2026 is when we're going to have the Women's Africa Cup of Nations. So South Africa had beaten Morocco by 2-0. Confirmed result that one was. And still England 1, Ghana 0. The Netherlands 3, South Korea 0. And Portugal 0, Brazil 2 after 31 minutes. England. That partnership in defence. It feels like they want to play 3-woman backline when they have the possession. Simon for Ghana. Passes towards that centre to Shantewa, who was there to support. Will be spread towards the right flank. There's Yeboah. Officially an hour football has been played at the St. Mary's. So Shantewa looks over her shoulder to the bench. We're going to see more changes now. England set to make 3 in a row. It's a friendly fixture after all said and done, so it's easy to make that decision. Kendall, who's got the opening goal for them. Kens and Park have been taken off. Clinton, Blinkilde, Brown and Hemp has come on for England, or have come on for England. Clinton, Clinton. Ghana, launching forward now. Ball easily taken to English shot stopper. Morehouse. We'll see the one and only Lucy Bronze. Bronze with the ball on the near side here for England. That's the right hand side of attack. Ghana loses game. Ashantewa. She has the ball. Ghana loses game by only a goal to nothing. It's something they should be proud of.
Yes, they'll be very proud of it. They'll be very proud of it. I predicted for them, to be honest, and I expected them to be good. But the game being 1-0 is more the undoing of the English than the brilliance of the Ghanaians, because there's been numerous chances that on another day could have made this game about 6-7 goals to you. So yeah, the Ghanaians can beat their chest and say we held the almighty English side, and we just got a goal. We just considered a goal.
Yeah.
But they've offered next to nothing, really. They've offered next to nothing. And they can just be grateful for the opportunity of facing one of the best sides in women's football and just getting away with a goal. I'm sure if this were a competitive game. Because the Ghanaians are playing with their full strength side. If the English get to play with their full strength side,
bloody.
It will blow.
Free kick for Ghana. This could be enough to quiet and silence Dr. George. It is executed well enough. Long ball into the penalty area of England. To no one in particular. Heads out to Simon. Simon with some quick leg over here from the left-hand channel. Simon weaves her way past two persons. Simon trying to preach the right sermon. And England escape on skiff. Oh man. Maybe this could be it for Ghana. Still my G though, Germany, Ghana. I like playing a game with Dr. George here and just say let's try calling names of countries with G. The way he plays games. Okay. You have to be connected to your name.
Of course.
You have to be connected to your name.
Guyana.
Geneva is not a country though, so I would have failed.
Capital Switzerland.
Yeah, that's why I said I would have failed. If we're going to stick to just countries, England are coming forward now. Maybe I'll beat you on an E. Estonia, Ethiopia, Eritrea. You see, England.
No,
Egypt.
I mean.
No, I knew you were not responding to me. I get that. And England. It's just some slow pace now. No hurry anymore. Taking their time, the three lionesses. Oh man. What else? You know what time it is? Obedi the Pom better. Mead squares the ball through. There's a handball there. I thought it was going to be a shout for a penalty, but Beaver Jones will get a corner kick for England. Oh man. Let's watch the play. Again, it's from the flanks.
It looks like a handball.
Yeah, that's what I thought I saw. But it was yeah, she was trying to take her hand backwards, actually, to be fair. She was trying to do this. So, corner kick instead of a shout for a penalty. It's a corner kick for England. We're taking this one shortly. This corner kick will be an issue. We got the cross from the left-hand side of attack. Rebuffed at the first time of asking by the Black Wings. And then they keep pumping. Mead. On the far side, that's the left-hand side of attack. Handball again. I thought the referee may just, oh yeah. Ironically, he's against Clinton. So Chateau will clear for Ghana. Looks like they run out of ideas once they get the ball. Ghana. Man, hold on to the ball for a beast now. It's so difficult for them to achieve that feat.
It could be that they're tiring out. It could be that their legs are getting heavier. As the English, and probably this is where you would expect the coach, the manager, to get in fresh legs, just to match the pace of the game, because the English comfortably are controlling the pace of the game.
I'm just seeing a bit of a distraction with this AI or something like that. It's perhaps to share that with you as we progress. But the one that is real on the pitch is goalkeeper Conlan of Ghana, who's down. Yeah, Boaki is standing the referee. You have to show high card. So yeah, so this was England with a cross again from the right hand side.
Conlan got the ball, caught the ball successfully. Straight leg from the English.
Tough stuff, but not tough stuff when you think about Certainly, the 54 nations around the African continent who are hoping that one day their best legs can go all the way to win the World Cup, whether it's in the men or women's game. And Ghana are supposed to be top 4 amongst those 54 in Africa in women's football. And here they are, struggling to hold their own against the European side in England. Just be a reminder of how wide the disparity in quality is between the best from Africa and the best from Europe in the women's game.
The gap in playing style, in quality, in development of the women's game, in the investment that goes into the women's game, it's pretty much like the ends of the Atlantic Ocean, to be very honest. And it will take a while. It doesn't also help that in Africa, men's football is still seen as the king of all. So the majority of the attention goes to men's football. And even with the attention that goes to men's football, we just was at the last World Cup that we had our first team get into the semi-final. And we've had the World Cup for, say what, over 100 years. And we're just getting into the semi-final at the last World Cup. Not talk about the
women's game, right?
Women's game, where I think it's probably only Nigeria.
Yeah, quarterfinals, 1999.
1999, and that was it. And 1999 to now, and 1999, England wasn't a team to be reckoned with in women's football.
I agree, bro. I agree.
A lot of sides. The Spanish team wasn't a team to be
Teams
reckoned
that have
with.
grown.
We had the likes of Germany, Sweden,
Brazil,
Norway,
those were the big
Brazil,
names. USA, Brazil, Germany.
Yes.
Yeah, Sweden, yeah, exactly.
Sweden, Norway.
But the big names then, yeah, in women's football.
And now, over almost 30 years plus later, you're having England come from nowhere. I remember at the time, the Super Falcons even played the 3 lionesses and beat them in the 90s, just heading into the 1999 World Cup. And now, almost 30 years later, we find out that Spain, England, the Korean side,
and big names,
Korea,
Japan have won the World Cup.
I mean, these sides have come, they've invested, and they have reaped the benefits.
Morocco
Morocco is catching up, and in the next couple of years, if there's a side that might just break into that quarterfinal, semi-final stage of the global of the World Cup, it might just be Morocco, and that will be testament to the investment they've put in. I mean, we've seen them last 3 AFCONs. They've gotten to the latter stage, semi-final.
Yeah.
They've gotten to 2 finals.
Yeah, back-to-back.
They've gotten to semi-final, and this is a Morocco side that was nowhere, say, in 2010, say about 10 years ago. But investment is reaping. We've seen in the age grade, the Moroccan sides also laying claim. Moroccan under 20.
Yeah, men's under 20 world champions.
World champion. I mean, you can't
reap what you do not sow, right?
I mean, you can't sow orange and expect to reap bananas, really. So it's how you lay your bed that you lie on it. And unfortunately, Nigeria has laid. We don't even lay our bed, and we're expecting the bed to be split clean. That's not possible.
I'm looking forward to just harvest money. So that's what I'm doing.
And just pluck it from trees.
I'm telling you, so you need to direct me to the forest I could achieve that feat from. 72 minutes played, England. It's funny how the scoreline is still 1-0, honestly. But kudos to Ghana for doing that. Somehow, they haven't conceded again.
We'll take that.
Now they're trying to come forward. There's no reward for this lady who's going to run back passionately. Yeboah, right full back for the Black Queens of Ghana. England against Ghana. Actually, it's always a beautiful thing for any national team to see their FA organize high-profile friendly matches for them, and this is great for Ghana, especially. England, long ball towards the left-hand side of play. Well, there is J-Pack. Goes in with the right back from that left-hand channel, while Mead is holding on from the right-hand side. Ghana. Good job by her. Just twisting and turning Clinton around and then laying a pass to a teammate. 73 minutes, a push on her back. Player for Black Queens. England set for another change. This one has happened. Let me just confirm that to you straight away. Yeah, Beverly Jones is off.
She's missed a lot of chances. I mean, Conlan saved a few of them, but she also missed her fair share of chances, and not on the level, the top 9 level, as we've seen with the starting 9 for the English women. Obviously, Alexander Russo, one of the more established names in the Three Lionesses coming. Hopefully, I have this feeling that she'll probably get a goal before the game ends. She's much more experienced, much more prolific in front of goal, and we might just see her getting 1 or 2 goals before the game ends.
Very possible, truly, bro. Now the game is not ending, but we do have some points in play one more time. An English player is down. And she looks up and smiles just to watch what happened. There was a kick towards her ankle while the Ghanaian lady was trying to tackle. Free kick for England. This is a beautiful place. We've seen teams score from here. If you think I'm lying, ask Declan Rice. Several players for England just around that ball, trying to be the ones to make it happen. Dua, one of those players for the Three Lionesses, as goalkeeper Conlan sets up her wall. Gonna have a 4-woman wall. That wall has several players in the mix. Let's see number 3, see number 24. Dua.
Save.
Conlan has the height for a reason. Russo with the attempt.
What a save.
He went past the wall, but goalkeeper Conlan was up to the task.
Oh wow. That definitely came from the training pitch. That was definitely a routine from the training pitch. You expect to take it directly, but you caught the whole of the Ghana defense line off guard. They're just laying it to Russo. Russo was a well-placed ball, but Conlan had other ideas, definitely saving that.
And England had a resulting corner kick from that, and corner kick saw a header from Hemp. I put that over the goalpost. Oh yeah, CMAK is off, and Boye also off as well too. So coming on, Sadube and Badu. See, Badu can be Badu on the pitch. Honestly, the more I look at this 1-0, I'm like, Skibo, wait, are you kidding me? So you mean you want to redeem me?
Some sort of upset.
It is, bro.
Some sort of upset. Conlan definitely, maybe man of the match. Maybe man of the match, because she's been the reason why we don't have every letter of Ghana, the alphabet Ghana, spelled by the Three Lionesses. She's been really, really, really good at good and good, saving chance upon chance, and just being so immense between the sticks.
Incredible stuff, bro. It has been. England have also been profligate in front of goal. Sarina Wigman would love to correct that. This is an England tie, like we mentioned a bit. You know, Australia scoring 3 goals, 3-0, beat China 8-0. Maybe they forgot their scoring book somewhere. Just maybe. Someone will say just they play. England. The ball coming forward. Just a reminder, they are playing from left to right. Ladies on the deep blue top and shot. Ghana's Black Queens playing from right to left. Almost fumbling their clearance here. And the Black Queens will be Having another pause in play. Oh my. Santewa. Her teammates cleared the ball. Her face or her hand. The power of the shot would have gotten to her a bit, So we have pause in play again for the opting time in this fixture. Medical team for the three Lionesses rivals in the Black Queens on the pitch. We're seeing a bit of discussion for Ghana. Want to re-strategize. They still do have 12 minutes to the end of this fixture. We head to the 79th minute. We have a foreign coach. Simon among the players talking. Stuff like, next time you have the ball, I'll put the ball across. So just be on standby. Let's see if we can get the deadline in this match. So yellow outfits with a touch of red and green. The outfit for Ghana. vivxsports. Oh, here for you. This is more like just a picture being painted to let you know how exciting it's going to be when the Africa Cup of Nations kicks off. After George had mentioned a few times in the past that we're just 19 days away from that continental fiesta. Cote d'Ivoire defending champions, having beaten Nigeria Super Eagles in the final in 2024. Seems to be favourites for you for that Nations Cup. If I were to give you a list of just three, the top three favourites for AFCON 2025.
Morocco.
Okay.
Morocco. Apart from the fact that they are hosting, is also the fact that it just seems to be a matter of when they win it. It's not if.
Not
because
if.
They seem to be in that zone. They seem to be in that zone where everything just reminds me of the 1994 Super Eagles. We're just in a zone where if you hadn't missed the 1996. AFCON probably would have won it in 1998 and all that. So Morocco definitely top three favorites for me. I would take the defending champions, Ivory Coast. Although with the AFCON there's been some sort of AFCON course with the winners going the next edition and just fumbling, either crashing out of the group stage or just being very disappointing. So but I would add Ivory Coast, and then I would say Senegal. Over the last couple of editions, they've been in and around it. Either finals, winning it, getting to semi-finals, just been in and around. So I say Morocco, Ivory Coast, Senegal. If I were to add two outsiders, I would then probably say Egypt, Nigeria.
Strength too, indeed, for Egypt is the fact that this competition will take place in North Africa and not the West. So there's no top three, right?
No. And you always find a way to make it to the semi-finals, but I just feel like this time might just be different, especially with the turn of events, especially with the World Cup, and the psyche might just not be right. And we have a lot of aging players who on the way out of the side, and this AFCON and the performance of the AFCON might just be that AFCON where a lot of them now have to leave because of disappointment of the final. So I don't see them in my top 10.
All right, you heard that 100%. Good thing is at the time they cut down this is 55-man list to the 23, 24, 25 players that we going to the AFCON. That could change his mind or give him even more reasons to stick to.
Benjamin Frederick will be out.
Yes.
Will be a real big blow, because I think it was one of the positives that we took out from this disappointing campaign.
Yes.
Top three, one of the positives that we took out, and sadly had a knee injury going back to Benda and Belgium and out for such a long time.
So sad for the young man who was going to make that AFCON debut.
He was.
Yeah, young man who became a big name while playing Moses Simon's Football Academy.
Yeah.
Today he's playing with Moses Simon in that team national team. It's like no balance.
I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I don't know. I mean, there's the good side and there's the bad side, but I'd rather focus on the good side. Playing with his mentor, playing with the person who literally gave him the platform. And it really is a good thing that we see players pay attention to grassroots development. We've talked about how integral grassroots development is for any country to make progress when it comes to sports generally. And Moses Simon definitely key into that, setting up an academy, and in less than 5 years his academy producing players that have the quality to put out the likes of the Tristekon. Because not taking anything away from Tristekon, he is a top player when we talk about playing career and of course the Super Eagles. He was the MVP at the last edition.
Yes, for a defender.
For a defender, scored 3 goals. The last defender who scored that more goals was the late Stephen Keshi, God rest his soul. And he so played for some of the best sides. And you have a player who's just 21 coming to into his side, and quality. This is no sentiment. This is on merit, benching the captain of the side. So we must give that to Moses Simon for unearthing a gem like them, and we definitely miss him. But in the long run, he's definitely going to form the foundation of that defense, probably with cabinets.
Are you one of those who would like to see Victor Osimhen captain the new generation of the Super Eagles? Because you could be the main man scoring goals for your team, but it doesn't mean automatically that you will be the best captain. The other hand, too, you can be the best captain because he's also the man who we see trying to passionately speak to his players. But
then, being a captain is much more than your performance on the pitch. There is a whole lot of leadership off and on the pitch. How you don't want to be. I mean, it's why a lot of people really throw Bruno Fernandes under the bus, because as a captain, there's something going wrong with your team, and you're not galvanizing the side. You are throwing tantrums. You're the one that is reacting when you should be telling players, let's go back on it. You lose a ball or the referee gives you a call that is against you, or your player doesn't give you the ball and you're throwing tantrums. So it's a whole lot. And why performance-wise on the pitch, Victor Osimhen has it all to captain, but a few other things that probably can be ironed out, that just to you see Tristekon has included that captainship. You see the likes of Ahmed, so we see captains, and we know that there's so much more to captaining a team than just your performance.
And being the star player on the pitch, really. Ghana are playing against star players from England that have not let in any new goals. 86 minutes on the clock. Great stuff by Ghana, ensuring that Africa is not being embarrassed by the English team. England coming through from this right channel now, just really moving slick, fast. Looks like at this stage Ghana like no wahala, we may not score against you, but we're going to defend with our lives. This second goal where he defines you, Charlie, you will not get it. Conlan makes the save, takes her time before getting up, and she will be taking a goal kick in a bit. Conlan launches that ball towards the halfway stage of the pitch. Well, this is the final few minutes of the game. I just want to look at even more what's to come in the next 2 years in the women's game. Ghana, we saw how they were the stars of the show. Yes, we knew about Morocco. Yes, we knew about South Africa. Yes, we knew about Nigeria. Not too many saw the Bayana team losing to Ghana in that bronze medal game.
Not many saw.
Many saw it.
Not many saw it. For the Ghanaians, they grew in that tournament. They grew in that tournament, got into the knockout stages, and they became very difficult to beat. Not the side that scored so many goals, but they were very, very, very difficult to break down. I remember that third place in the penalties. South Africans tried all they could, and we can also see similarities in this game, where yes, England has been unlucky, they've been profligate, they've lost chances, but the Ghanaians have been resolute in defense. The goalkeeper has been excellent. Yeah, so we are going to see that in WAFCON. If you don't take advantage of the chances, you might not be able to beat these Ghanaians, and you might just get the better of you with the odd goal or a penalty shootout.
Truly, famous line that attacks win you games, defense wins you titles. Badu just went to speak to our coach briefly. She was the one. Well, I'm quiet for a bit because I was wondering why they were taking too much time. Badu now back on the pitch. Fantastic stuff. 89 minutes. Famous 1-0 scoreline. That's what this is going to be. Well, Ghana should really beat themselves and say, if it ends this way, and say we've done a great job. And for me, this night, I just remember when you used that line in the first half, everywhere with the first block. Because I think I've had this kind of moments, but England could go for that second goal now. Well, the substitutes are trying to play their part in this path of Diaz to score a second goal, but it's not happened. I was just going to joke with that line of everywhere with first block. Well, a few times I'm just, like, wait, am I seeing well? I'm just quietly, am I seeing well? What exactly is happening here? How is this game still 1-0? First half could have been 5-0, bro.
Clearly 5-0. I mean, there were at least 3 chances that Conlan saved, point blank saves. And then 2 or 3 others that were just, remember the slip?
Yeah.
The Conlan slip.
The goalkeeper, Conlan came out and then there are so many that have, just been a few inches away from the upright, just a few inches away. There's one that also hit the crossbar too. In all of these, Ghana have held on. 6 minutes of added time. Went to the first of the 6. Captain Boaki will see 2 more of her teammates come onto the pitch. We're just about to see 2 more changes made here.
Simon.
Yeah, and Kujo.
2 players that have really worked their socks off. They've really grinded it to the ground, I must say, just trying to match the 3 lionesses. Simon battling with Park at some point, battling with Kelly, battling with Keane. There's been a lot going on the right for her, but she's managed to weather the storm. Kujo in midfield with Asantewa, just trying to match up to Kendall and the likes. And they'll bow out knowing that they gave their best. They gave their best as they take this corner.
Yes, bro. Corner kick taken. Ghana clear again. Final few minutes of this game. 3 lionesses will take it back to that left-hand side. Oh my, they're really trying to go for at least a second. Here they will squeeze it through. A comedy of errors. It hits the upright again.
I love it.
The goalkeeper's best friend comes to England's rescue. Imagine if Ghana were to score with this one. The Black Queens are going forward. It's going to count for nothing after all said and done.
The gods are against England.
It felt like a comedy of errors.
At this point, the gods are against England. The ball hits everything and everybody except going into even with an open net, he hit the bar. It was just hilarious. The English side they're just damn unlucky. Very unlucky. I'm sure we will see the replay. Fantastic corner taking. The Ghanaians did not clear their lines, and the ball just hit everywhere. I hope. Okay, the ball just hit everybody.
I like to see the replay again, man.
I think we're seeing the replay again.
So there were bodies all over the place from Ghana. Nobody could clear no one was able to clear their lines. And goalkeeper Conlan was just running from
pillar to post.
And then finally, the goalkeeper's best friend,
I think
oh, there's a VAR check.
handball.
Oh my.
That's what he has to be with the numerous bodies on the line.
Bro.
I think Yeboah was at fault. The referee having to check that one.
Yeah.
And then he hit the bar. Because that was open net.
Let's see, bro. Let's see this together. Yeah, I think it looks like it was a deliberate handball.
Yeah.
Done on purpose. Yeah. No, wait. Did she was hiding her hand? Nah. She's gonna act like she was trying to take the hand backwards. But
in the penalty area,
it's tough for the referee. But knowing that would have been a goal.
Yes, that would have been a goal.
She's gonna claim she was trying to take her hand backwards, but it also feels like you've
seen referees give that.
Yeah,
because your hands were clearly out.
What do you think? I think it's going to be a penalty.
I think it's going to be a penalty.
Okay, let's see. I also think it's going to be a penalty. The fact that the hand now started moving and then going, I think it's going to be a penalty.
I think that's the only way the English would have gotten
penalty, bro.
That's the only way the English would have gotten a goal in this one. If they then miss it,
what if Conlan saves this?
If they then miss it, then we know that it's not their day.
Oh man,
it happens in football.
Exactly, bro.
Pure old luck, like you're just not lucky on the night.
Oh, we're gonna have somebody else take the ball now to take the penalty. Yeah,
he's very prolific.
Quite a tall figure she is, Russo. Kunlan will come to distract her a bit. I'm sure the referee will tell Kunlan to go back. Yeah, the referee just told Kunlan, can you go back? What are you coming out for? So the goalkeeper for Ghana will stay at the center, up against Russo. England have been asking questions but have not scored more than that goal in the 6th minute from Kendall. Can they now double their lead in a fixture where they have dominated for most of it? Russo up against Conlan. Conlan follows. Russo scores though. And in the 95th minute, England eventually doubled that advantage of theirs. It's 2-0 against Ghana.
It was long coming. And I mean, if that penalty did not happen, it probably would have been a second goal. Conlan following the ball, which was really good, but the pace and power on that ball really was more than Conlan could deal with. Fantastic penalty by Russo. Second goal for England. I'm sure they'll be that sigh of relief because they have been knocking on the door, just trying to get one over Ghana. Ghana being very resolute, throwing everything in. Yes, you can see Sarina.
To me right now, now you're talking. 1-0 was too small.
It was too small, definitely. The Ghanaians, valiant, definitely, despite the defeat, and trying to see if they can get a shock one against the English.
Feels like Ghana have had perhaps only one shot on target in this entire game.
Only one shot.
Yeah, that one that Badua had in the first half.
Only one shot, whether on target or at goal, just one.
Wow. So you see Bronte is off now for England. And Denton comes on. I don't know how much time she will have to field the ball before it ends. Yeah. The dent is on for Ghana now. Because England have scored that second. We know that the Black Queens are coming forward now. They don't have too many options. Yeah, they don't have too many options, bro. Captain will take it backwards. Central referee will signal the end of proceedings at any time from now. So we have seen the 6 minutes of added time elapse. It's now that the Black Queens are trying to form passing the ball around. They have the ball now from the right hand side. Ghana's Black Queens can't dribble their way out of trouble. The referee still allows play to continue and even has time to give a yellow card. Wow, this referee. We're going to confirm to you who gets that.
I think it was the tackle that the referee played on.
Oh, and then had to call back play when we had the throwing there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Walsh.
Yeah, Walsh.
Chelsea.
Apparently Akira Walsh.
Chelsea.
The referee will end proceedings officially at St. Mary's Stadium. Sarina Wiegman's England, who performed incredibly well tonight, scored one goal in the first half with Kendall in the 6th minute. Just when it felt like Ghana were going to avoid conceding another, penalty came to the fore in the 6th minute of added time, converted by Russo. And England have beaten the Black Queens of Ghana by 2-0 in their final game of 2025.
Fantastic game, I must say. It was a lot. It was a lot. The English dominated. The dominance was oozing from start to finish. The play broke the Ghanaian defense so many times, and they were just so unlucky and profligate in front of goal. Could have gotten as many as 7-8 goals like they did against China, but goalkeeper Conlan very, very good on the night. The strikers, the players of England just not getting their scoring boots on, the bar saving them, and then when we all thought that there would be that famous 1-0 defeat, we call it a famous 1-0 defeat because the Ghanaians would have been really, really excited. The penalty came, making it 2 goals to 0. But irrespective, I think that the Ghanaians will go back home saying they really, really gave it their best. Not so much offering going forward, but in defense they were solid, they were sturdy, they were stout defending, and able to limit the English to just 2 goals will be something that the coach Kim will be really, really proud of. And going into the AFCON, they will take that. I talked about the fact that they're a very difficult side to score against, and even the best, they will say even the best, one of the best sides in the world couldn't get past. Then 1 goal in open play and then a penalty that could have gone anyway. So the Ghanaians definitely can do better attacking wise, but they will take this one and they will have a lot to learn from it, and they will be proud of their performance.
They will be proud of the performance that did not see them have too many attempts on goal, but the fact that they were not embarrassed by the European champions is a big deal for the team that were fared best in the Women's Africa Cup of Nations earlier this year. Well, we can look forward to even more, and it's a day where not bad. 2-0. South Africa beat Morocco 2-0. England have beaten Ghana 2-0.
But the quality of the England side definitely way more than the Moroccan side. But yeah, a win is a win. South Africa taking that win into 2026. Ghana taking the loss into 2026, but the loss will also feel like a win for them in some way, even though they did not get goals. But a win for them in how they were able to keep it tight against the English side and just go home with just 2 goals.
All right, one thing is certain as we go home in a bit, that this is just to welcome you officially to December. Right. vivxsports telling you, get ready for massive fun. Yes, you know these things. Because as we wrap up the year, we're going to be wrapping up the year on a high. The 2025 Africa Cup of Nations comes through from the 21st of December. And vivxsports will be here to bring to you all of the coverage. So please subscribe to our channel and prep your mind. Just turn on your notifications, because as things come alive, we will be ready to let you in on it. Nigeria Super Eagles will play her first game on the 23rd of December. It's not just about Nigeria, it's about all of these high-profile national teams, from Morocco to Cote d'Ivoire to the big names, minus Ghana. Just like to do that banter thing, you know. So
but they will say they qualify for the World Cup.
Yeah, that's bigger. That's bigger.
They will say 1-1. Ojoro Council. Order for order.
I didn't tell you, man. It's a real order for order, truly. Just to pronounce it that way. Special thanks to our guy Sam for pressing the right buttons, Sammy, and ensuring that you could enjoy our coverage today. And a special thanks to the entire team for making this one happen. Let's see you officially on the 21st of December for our coverage of the AFCON coming alive, being activated 100%. My name is Chuma. Nolly was happy to be here and to have the pleasure of doing this alongside you and in the company of this fantastic guy, Dr. George.
That's right. It was such a pleasure. Had fun, laughed a lot, and we ranted. We ranted a lot.
NFF.
We ranted a lot, but it's great to be. And I can't wait for the AFCON. And I just have this feeling that it's going to be a very, very, very interesting AFCON. One for the books, one for the history books, one that by the time we are rounding off with VIVX, the coverage, we would have lots of stories to tell, and I can't wait.
Hopefully stories are all good stories as we progress. Thank you so much. Have yourselves a blessed night rest, and see you in the coming weeks with more footballing and sporting action courtesy of vivxsports. Take care.